Welcome to the Rest with Coway platform. I'm Bella Kwan, and for the next 30 minutes, I will be here to accompany you on your journey to a restful night's sleep. Let's begin by finding a comfortable position on your bed. Take a moment to adjust your pillows and blankets, allowing your body to sink into a state of relaxation. As you settle in, gently close your eyes, signaling to your mind and body that it's time to unwind. Here with Coway, we understand the importance of leaving the stresses of the day behind. This is why we have curated a collection of soothing stories to transport you to a place of tranquility. These stories are carefully crafted to help you let go of any lingering tension and embrace a sense of calm. As we embark on this journey together, allow yourself to fully immerse in the narrative. Picture the scenes, feel the gentle breeze, and let your mind wander to a peaceful realm. Remember, the key to a restful sleep lies in letting go of the worries and thoughts that may be occupying your mind. Allow my voice to guide you, soothe your thoughts, and gently lulling you into a state of tranquility. As you listen to this story, feel the weight of the day lift off your shoulders, making room for a peaceful night's rest. So, take a deep breath, exhale slowly, and let the journey begin. Together with Coway, we invite you to embrace the serenity of this bedtime story and embark on a restful slumber. On a cozy autumn day, a charming bakery known as Emma Sweet Delights is nestled amidst the golden hues of falling leaves in a quaint little town. Emma was in her element. She has always loved the crisp air and the warm colors that painted the world during this season. But what she loved even more was the comforting aroma of her grandmother's recipe for Scottish sticky toffee pudding. The pudding was a staple during autumn, a symbol of family togetherness. She had this special recipe that had been handed down through generations. A recipe that had the power to make anyone's day a little bit sweeter. She began by gathering the ingredients: dark brown sugar, rich butter, eggs, self-raising flour, and of course, the star of the show, dates. She carefully pitted and chopped the dates and placed them in a saucepan with a bit of water. As the dates simmered, their sweet aroma filled the kitchen, creating an atmosphere of anticipation. The sound of a kettle whistling in the background promised a warm cup of tea while she starts her morning. Emma hummed a gentle tune as she carefully measured out the ingredients. In a separate bowl, Emma combined softened butter and brown sugar, whisking them together until they are formed a smooth and creamy mixture. She then added eggs, one at a time, gently incorporating them into the mixture. The kitchen was filled with the sound of the whisk beating against the bowl, creating a rhythmic melody. Next, Emma added the flour and her secret blend of spices into the mixture, carefully folding them until a thick and velvety batter formed. She then poured the simmered dates, along with their luscious liquid, into the batter, creating a harmonious blend of flavors. The puddings were baking in the oven, their tops bubbling and turning into a luscious shade of toffee. With the puddings being baked, Emma turned her attention to the sauce. She combined butter, brown sugar, and a splash of cream in a saucepan, allowing them to melt together over gentle heat. The aroma of caramel filled the air, making mouths water in anticipation. Emma couldn't help but smile as she watched the caramel sauce bubbling and transforming into a glossy, velvety concoction. It was a sight that brought back the cherished memories of her childhood. Just as Emma was about to check on her puddings, she heard a faint whimper coming from outside. She wiped her flour-covered hands on her apron and followed the sound to the bakery's back door. There, she discovered the source of the whimper. A tiny, adorable puppy that is wandering in the alley. With a compassionate heart, Emma scooped up the shivering puppy. Her eyes filled with concern. "Oh, you poor little thing," she cooed, cradling the puppy in her arms. As if in response, the puppy nestled closer to her, seeking warmth and comfort. Emma could see a trace of gratitude in its expressive eyes, and without a second thought, she decided to welcome the furry visitor into her bakery. She fed the puppy some milk and placed the puppy near the fireplace. With the puppy now safe and warm in a cozy corner of the bakery, Emma returned to her sticky toffee puddings. The puddings emerged from the oven, their golden tops glistening with a sweet caramel glaze that seemed to capture the very essence of autumn. Emma's loyal customers soon began to arrive, drawn by the irresistible scent of freshly baked puddings. They marveled at the gooey toffee goodness and the warmth of the bakery, which now included the soft padding of puppy paws. As the day unfolded, the little puppy became the cherished member of Emma's bakery family. It brought joy to everyone who entered, wagging its little tail and offering companionship to all who needed it. As the sun dipped below the horizon and the cozy glow of the bakery's light filled the room, Emma couldn't help but smile. Her bakery has always been a place of happiness and togetherness. But this autumn day has turned into something even more magical. Outside, the autumn leaves rustled in the gentle breeze, and a soft rain began to fall. The bakery started to fill up as people were waiting out for the rain. The atmosphere was filled with the sound of laughter, the clinking of utensils, and the hum of conversation. The bakery was a place of warmth and community. Regular customers would come in, not just for the mouth-watering pastries, but also for the friendly conversation and familiar faces. Emma knew each of her customers by name, and she took the time to listen to the stories and share in their joys and sorrows. One of Emma's favorite moments was when a child would walk into the bakery, their eyes widening with wonder at the array of colorful treats on display. She would kneel down to their level, a warm smile on her face, and ask them what they would like. The child's face would light up with excitement as they made their selection, and Emma would carefully wrap their chosen treat, knowing that she had created a small moment of joy in their day. Emma's dedication to her craft was unwavering. She would experiment with new flavors and combinations, always striving to push the boundaries of what was possible. Her customers eagerly awaited her latest creations, knowing that each bite would be a taste sensation like no other. But it wasn't just the baking that made Emma's bakery special. It was the love and care she put into every aspect of her work. From the warm and inviting atmosphere to the personalized service, Emma created an experience that went beyond just buying a pastry. It was a place where people felt seen, heard, and valued. As the sun began to set on, Emma closed up her bakery for the day. With a smile on her face, she gathered her belongings and headed home, her heart filled with excitement. Today was a special day for Emma, as she had just adopted a sweet new family member. Emma's new furry friend, whom she named Cabbage, wagged its tail happily as they walked through the colorful streets of the town. The air was filled with the scent of fallen leaves and the promise of cozy evenings. Emma couldn't wait to introduce Cabbage to her home and share the joy of their new companionship. Upon arriving home, Emma lit up a warm glow of candlelight and started picking out the ingredients that she will be preparing for dinner for her and her friends. Her famous chicken stew is known for its comforting flavors and hearty ingredients. In her cozy kitchen, Emma began by sauteing onions and garlic in a large pot, filling the room with a delightful aroma. She added tender chunks of chicken, searing them to perfection, and then poured in a rich chicken broth that she had prepared from scratch. Next, Emma added an assortment of colorful vegetables, including carrots, potatoes, and celery, which would lend their flavors to the stew as they simmered. She carefully seasoned the mixture with the blend of herbs and spices, each one chosen to enhance the overall taste. As the stew gently bubbled on the stove, Emma couldn't help but feel a sense of contentment. The warmth of the kitchen, the enticing smells, and the knowledge that soon she would be sharing her creation with others brought her immense joy. After a few hours of simmering, the chicken stew was ready. Emma ladled it into bowls, ensuring that each serving was filled with tender chicken, hearty vegetables, and a rich, flavorful broth. She garnished each bowl with a sprinkle of fresh herbs, adding a touch of freshness to the dish. Emma's friends arrived shortly after, their laughter and chatter filling the air. They were excited to meet Cabbage and share in the warmth of Emma's home. As they settled around the table, Emma served the steaming bowls of chicken stew, filling the room with its delicious aroma. The friends savored each spoonful of the flavorful stew, their taste buds dancing with delight. They shared stories, laughter, and moments of pure joy. The evening was filled with lively conversations, heartfelt connections, and the sound of Cabbage's playful barks echoing through the house. After dinner, Emma put on some music, and the friends couldn't resist the urge to dance. They twirled and swayed, their laughter filling the room as they let loose and embraced the joyous moment. Emma's cozy home transformed into a dance floor where worries were forgotten and bonds were strengthened. As the night grew deeper, the friends gathered around a crackling fireplace, their voices blending in harmonious melodies. They sang songs, both old and new, their voices carrying the warmth and love that filled the room. Emma strummed her guitar, and together they created a symphony of friendship and happiness. The evening came to a close, but the memories made that night would forever be cherished. Emma's home had become a sanctuary of love, laughter, and connection. As her friends bid their farewells, they couldn't help but feel grateful for the magical evening they had shared. Emma and Cabbage curled up together, their hearts full of contentment. The autumn moon shone through the window, casting a gentle glow on their peaceful slumber. In that moment, Emma knew that her home was not just a place, but a haven of love and togetherness. With this, Emma closed her eyes for the night, drifting off into dreamland with Cabbage dozing off peacefully in her arms. Good night.